I recommend you rent one a fast.
Hey. Make orange out of it. You. Hey y'all. So I kind of figured today I will do a birch bark test to see just how wet birch bark has to be before it'll stop burning. Okay? So, I mean, obviously there's no ending supply of birch trees around here, so I can do all this testing I won't. All right? So I'm gonna do a couple different tests. I'm gonna do like I would on the back side of a tree before it's dry. I'm gonna do something where it got wet. Then I'm gonna take some dry birch bark and dunk it in the creek, like people say you can do, and then just light it right up. Okay? And then I took some different cedar barks and I put it in my pockets, and when that's done, I'm gonna try lighting them and see just how well they light. Okay? Alright. So here's some birch trees right over here. Alright. This one is a sycamore actually. This, especially when it's bigger, these little bark shavings right here make great kindling. Especially the thicker kind. There was some sitting, hanging in a tree. Here it is. Look at this. When this is dry, this is great kindling. I wonder which one that came off of. Alright, anyway. Back to the birch. Alright. So, we got your little birch trees. I'm going to go where I know there's some easy access kind. Easy access to get my hands on some straight birch bark and use that instead of fighting over here. And another thing, if you happen to have a shagbark hickory or be around the shagbark hickory, because there's no ending supply of them around here either, but these things have a nice little use. Here, let me check this one right here. The bark, like a birch, peels off, or they shed their bark, and you can break little chunks of it off, and that's great kindling too. It's awesome. And while I'm out here, I'll show you another way you can find dry tinder, because I'm getting ready to pass it right now. When milkweed dies and goes to its pod stage, well, not dies, but, well, yeah, when it dies, so it dries. Dies, dries, that's a rhyme. But anyway, those pods help to protect that fluff from the moisture. So when you pop them open, take that out, that's still pretty dry. Matter of fact, this is very dry. Or it feels very dry. I'm gonna take that over here, and I'm gonna film me trying to hit that with a ferro rod. and see how well that does. Okay? Alright.
Okay, y'all. So, this is that milkweed fluff. I've got it up off the wet ground. Now I'm just fluffing it up. I'm using a piece of semi-dry birch bark to help keep it off the wet ground. Okay, that's great. Now, if this lights up, awesome. Whoosh. That works. Alright. Doesn't burn as well as it normally would, but hey, that's enough to get your fire going if you know what you're doing. So let's do the driest birch bark I can find next. Okay? Alright. Okay, y'all. So this birch bark is extremely dry. This is dry like out my backpack dry since weeks ago. Yeah, I keep some birch bark in my pack. Alright, now this is just plain dry birch bark. Like if it was just never used and never rained. Okay, you see how quick that lights up and how well that burns. Alright. This is completely dry birch bark. The rain has not touched it, rain ain't been near it. Alright, let's try lightly rain birch bark. Okay. Now this is some birch bark that's been rained on, but it hasn't been rained on that much. Notice it's still somewhat dry. Let's see how it does. It's a little harder. Oh my, it went out. Oh, it's fighting. Let's put it on the windward side. No, it ain't burning. Let's hold the lighter to it for a little while. There it goes. How long will it stay? Will it put itself out? Let's see. It's burning real slow. Okay, yo. So, lightly rained on birch bark. Will light, but it's difficult to get to light. Okay. Let's try completely rained on soaked birch bark. Will y'all willing to bet that's not going to burn like that? Well, let's see. Okay. Here's some birch bark that's been completely soaked. Crease the surface area, of course. As usual, it's trying. It just went out. Try lighting it in multiple places. Keep in mind though, this birch bark right here is kind of some I collected on the other side of the tree that wasn't completely soaked by the rain. Alright. This is absolutely soaked. I'm having to fight to get the light. Hey, look, I rhymed again. It will not. It does not want to light. Ah. It's not going to light till it's dried out. Okay. So, birch bark that is absolutely rain soaked. It's very difficult to light. But it will light as long as you have some semi-dry in there to help dry out the rest. Because like this right here, that's absolutely soaked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. 1, 2, 3. See? Now it's dried. So let's put it up. See? Put itself out. And it's just going in a little circle around the pile. And it's starting to put itself out. Okay. Now, let's take some dry bark off of the other side of the tree, because I'm not sure if I have any left in my pack. And then let's dunk it in the creek, just a quick dunk, and see if it'll light. All right. Okay, y'all. So this is the driest of the driest birch bark I could possibly find, and it feels very dry too. So let's give this a little dunking. I'll see how it does. Alright, there's a dunking. Now, theoretically, you want to squeeze to get some of the water out, right? Alright, let's do that. How much water it just soaked up. Alright, now I've been shooking the water off. Does that look like it's going to light to y'all? Let's see. Ow, wind. That, my friends, doesn't want to light. I'm trying to block the wind here. Look at this. Let me try this piece, which doesn't look like it was hit by the water too much. Let's see if a drier piece will help get the rest going. No. It went out in no time. What about that? Let's try this piece, which also looks dry. Nope. So, when you soak birch bark in water, or if you dunk it, it will not light. It does not make a difference. Okay, y'all. So what that showed me is that birch bark can light when it's wet, but you need some dry birch bark to get it going. In other words, the bark isn't going to light unless it's dry. So, technically, the birch bark will light even when wet? False. Unless I'm doing it wrong. If you all know the right way, please enlighten me. But, from what I can tell, So I hope you enjoyed this Tinder test. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully it won't be raining tomorrow, and I won't have to do
runoff of what I'm originally planning on doing. So, see y'all then. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button down here. Hit the subscribe button that's right beside it. And comment if you like. Everybody's got a comment to say. I'll see y'all tomorrow.